Hey, it's Troy here, and welcome to the shop on a beautiful Sunday here in the Midwest. The sun is shining and the snow is melting. Temperatures aren't too bad out there today, but I'm not on the water, obviously. I got up real early this morning and went down about an hour and 20 minutes south of here to Cape Girardeau, Missouri. There's always a great swap meet that goes on every year down there, and I go there every year. Other than fishing, I also deal in classic cars and do restoration on some of them. And so I was going down there looking for some car parts and some project vehicles. And I also always look for fishing tackle. And I got some stuff I want to show you. I picked up some lures. I like to buy old lures, not really because I'm a collector, let's say. I don't have a large display like I'm a big collector. I like to rejuvenate and use some old lures. And I like to look for some real special, older Cordell Big O's, the older Wiggleworts, things like that, because I still love to have them in the boat. They still catch fish. So let me show you a few things I bought. One of the things I bought actually was for the collectability was an old jitterbug. It was a jointed jitterbug. It's a jointed original jitterbug. It has the plate on the inside stamped. This is about a 1970 era jitterbug, and it's a jointed. So this actually was a really kind of a rare piece right here. So I was really happy to get that. The jitterbug will still catch fish, but that I probably will display and keep off the water. I also, again, like to get old Big O's. This one here has been beat up a little bit, but that's fine. It will still catch some fish, but I will probably use this one for when I will custom airbrush. Also too, I got another one right here. This one here actually is a great color itself. It's a Big O, and I'll leave this one alone. I'll probably run this through the ultrasonic cleaner a few times. And again, as you see, I've taken all the hooks and split rings off. I'll change all those out, obviously. But what I wanted to show you was a really cool piece right here. This is an old 1 ounce Cordell spot. This is 4 inches long. I was really stoked to find this one. These are hard to come by. This is a 4-inch long 1 ounce Cordell spot. Has no sound to it. I've already pulled the hooks off and the split rings. It has a pretty good size hook on it, but this is a neat piece. Now this again can be fished just like this. I cleaned it up a little bit already and got the dirt off of it, but as you can see, it's lost some of the coloring on the side and a couple things on the black, like the spot's a little weak, and there's a little bit of a little black edge there missing. Now this isn't critical to make this thing catch fish. It will catch fish just like this, I'm positive. But I'm gonna go ahead and rejuvenate a little bit of the silver and a little bit of the black just to kind of give it a little extra flash, and I'll show you what I'm gonna do. Okay, this is Troy here, and I got you mounted up on my neck mount for my GoPro. So I'm going to show you real quick with this laying down a few things you can just do to a lure like this just to give it a little extra flash. Now these aren't just normal markers. These are paint markers. These are enamel paint. This is black and this is a silver. And I got a rattle in there. Sorry I'm shaking you, but I'm trying to show you. I've already shook it up, but I just wanted to show you. You got a rattle in there, and you keep it shook up like that, and you depress the tip, and the paint comes out. And all you got to do is just basically give us a little extra color. The silver does not have a lot of base to it, so it doesn't get real heavy, which is really kind of cool because you don't need much. If you can see this here, it's getting some silver right back to it. And that's what I like about it not being real heavy pigment, because it keeps it kind of a transparent. It isn't like just silver paint. It's still got a lot of shine, and some of that white still kind of comes through in the back. So just by doing this here, I can bring this lure. Again, it really didn't have to have this, but I like to do this just to give a little extra flair, a little extra shine. Now there you go. Let me hit this right down here in the belly too. Check that out. Okay, there we go. Now that side is no longer all that yellow. It's kind of got a little more reflection to it. Get around that dot. There we go. So now that's obviously wet, and it will take a little while to dry. But I'm going to show you what I can do with the black. I'm not going to get real crazy with this because I got so much of that on there drying. But like these spots like this here, on the back, I can just get some black out of there, and just like that there. Sorry if you hear the TV, I got the Bassmaster open on. And then you can just go like that. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing there, but I'm doing a real light coat. Let me try to get this here. I should be letting this dry, but I'm trying to show you some things. Like that spot right there we talked about, I can just get a little bit of black and I can fill that in. This black is getting a little low on pigment. I've used this one a lot. There we go. And again, I can just fill that in. And again, you don't have to be perfect. It goes usually a little easier. This one's getting a little bit low on paint. I use this black a lot. And then you can I can touch that up. I can touch up this edge here. There we go. Touch this edge here up. I can touch it up like a little bit like that. And just using them paint markers, I can really bring this bait, a little more life, back to life. That silver really looks good on there. Try to get in the middle of the camera there for you. I will also use this marker here in a little bit to do this black dot. I don't want to do it now because I don't want to lay it down with that side being wet. But I'll just eliminate, again, I'll make that black dot a little more prominent. Nothing has to be perfect. Again, natural fish aren't perfect. So, any kind of imperfections is perfectly fine. A lot of times what I like to do also is sometimes add a little red right behind the eyeball, like the gill area. I like to do that sometimes on some baits. Gives a little more injured look also. So just kind of wanted to show this to you. Hopefully this little tip helps you out. If you want to try to save an old bait, just go to your local craft store and you can get some enamel pins. You need enamel pins. You don't want to use a regular marker. You want some enamel paint. And okay, so I hope you enjoyed that video. I just did a little quick touch up there, kind of showing you what you can do to a lure to kind of like rejuvenate a little bit, how I do it at least. Maybe and I didn't go in too depth. I didn't want to bore you to death. I wanted to keep you happy and keep your interest on the subject. So I want to show you a couple more of the lures I got in real quick. I got some Smithwick Rogues in the box too. I got a few of them in the box. I think I got like 8 of them in the box. I also got some of these cool baits here. I don't even know what brand these are. They look like a Livingston Shredder, but they're not. So I'm not really sure. These I got today too. These are brand new. They got rattles in them. I don't know what they are. If you know what them are, let me know. Take a good look at that. And let me know if you know what that is exactly. The Livingston Shredder I think it didn't have this little fin impression, so I'm not really sure. I did a little research, and I really can't tell. But I'll do some more research later. Maybe I'll follow up and let you know. Anyway, thanks again for following. Thanks for watching the video. Thanks for your support. Thanks also to all of my supporters, my sponsors that make these possible, these videos and my fishing possible. So please, this one here is kind of sponsored by Optic Nerve Eyewear. Obviously, I don't have my optic nerves on now because I'm in my shop, but they make some of the best valued, best sunglasses and polarized fishing glasses available. So check them out. I'll put their banner up at the end of this video. And of course, you can see the link on my website, TroyNorthOutdoors.com. Thanks for following. Y'all have a good one. I'm going to get back to painting.